Yo, uh, I'm laying down going to sleep right now, but I want to make a fucking point right now. This is on my mind. Some of you dudes out there who act like you're gonna control women when you get in a relationship with them. Like, oh, you're not gonna let them have fucking friends that are guys, and oh, you're not gonna let them fucking. You guys are more beta males than the simps that you complain about, motherfuckers. Because you wasting time and energy to try to control women is beta simp bullshit. You understand? Women will do what women do, period, always and forever. Now, you don't want to get into relationships with them, you just want to use them for sex. Okay, that's alpha. I understand. Coming from that perspective, that's super independent, that's super dope of you. I think that's fucking cool. But if you ever think that you can one day control a woman completely, or even want to, you're fucking beta as fuck. All right? Now, how can you how can women truly like men, and how can men truly like women if they know what each other's true nature is? Well, we can go into some metaphysical accepting one another bullshit if you want, but I'd rather stay in the comfort zone of basically coming to the realization that you gotta love yourself before you can love another person. Number one, you have to accept your dark side before you can accept another person's dark side. There you go. Now, from that fucking place, well, why is there still wars in humanity? You could say there's an Illuminati alien agenda, or you can just say that, we're fucked up, each one of us, and we're at war with ourselves. I don't have the answer, and neither do you. But I'm gonna tell you this much. Life is a dichotomy. Alright? You know what that fucking means, guys? You know what that fucking means? That means that this matrix that we are in right now is a contradiction in and of itself. Do you understand? Out of nothingness came everything. Matter is nothing but energy, and energy doesn't even exist. When a tree falls in the forest, it doesn't fall unless you fucking are there. Or does it fall, but it just doesn't make sound because you don't perceive it. Doesn't fucking matter. What matters, guys, is matter is not even a thing. It's an illusion. This whole fucking thing we call life is nothing made into something. That is why it doesn't make sense. This universe is like a fucking joke laughing in our face. Whoever created it made it so we couldn't figure it out from being in it. While you're in it, you can't understand it, because while you're in it, you have to abide by the laws. The laws of polarity. Up, down, left, right. Hot, cold. Nothing, something. And from that, the game is played. And since we exist within it, we can't think outside of it. How can there be nothing? How can something come from nothing? Exactly. And you see why men and women can't get along? You see why we're at war? The whole entire fucking thing is a trap. And people telling me like all this shit about the aliens, and they have this agenda, and they put the ego in our minds so we would be at war with ourselves. It's not natural. No, that's not the way nature intended it to be. And my parents tell me like, no, it wasn't till Adam and Eve sinned that the animals started eating each other. That's what they told me when I was a little kid. The animals didn't eat each other. It's not nature. That's because the humans sinned, and then that's when the fall of man made also the fall of beast, and then they all started eating each other, and then we were living in this crazy world from then on. Now, guys, the aliens, whether or not they were here or not, they are a part of this whole system too. The aliens, the demons, the angels, whatever you want to call anybody and anything that you've ever perceived, they are also in this system. And this system, this matrix, if you will, has been here for a while, guys. And time isn't even like a real fucking thing to it. And basically, at the very core of it, something came from nothing. And now, from this place, guys, there's evil and good. And from this place, guys, there's the hunted and the hunter. You understand? There's the fact that guys want to fuck as many girls as they can, and girls want to keep as many options, and they want to make as many guys fall in love with them that they can. You know what I'm saying? And we can't live with each other, and we can't live without each other. You go and try to get money, right? You go and get money or whatever, and then you can lose that money, or the money didn't even exist in the first place, and everything that should have been free, you're now getting access to, but only for a little while, and all the pieces go back in the box when you die, and you gotta give a lot of money to the IRS, and like a million and one other things, but you still go and make money because you can't live without it. But while you're making it, you have more problems, so it's like you can't live with it. And that, my friends, is the dichotomy of life. And that, my friends, is why you will not find any answers here. You won't find answers looking at ancient Egyptian shit. The Thoth, the guy who wrote all the principles down, the ancient scribe of Egypt, the guy who wrote down, or who wrote the Kabbalion. Yeah, he figured out the fucking universe and the way it works, and maybe they had some secrets of the universe to do certain things, but I'm telling you this, he didn't figure out the universe enough to fucking escape it. Even Jesus, with his third eye open, pineal gland open, being able to travel with your light body and transcend to higher dimensions, do you really think he escaped? He's still something that came from nothing. Higher dimensions, well, all the dimensions are still in the matrix. So, your brain can't even conceive this, so there's no point of thinking about it. And just trying to meditate and realize it, and find the singularity, and find the love, and be at one with all things. Yeah, well, you're still one with all things, which came from nothing. And then you want to become nothing, well, out of the nothing will become everything once again. So once you become the nothing, you become everything. You're one again. And singular, the opposite of singular, is nothing. So there you go. Ones and zeros. You're still in the matrix. Your brain cannot escape. You cannot escape. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? And that, my friends, is why women and men cannot get along. Even when they can get along, they can't get along. And in that person's absence, you're fucking them over, or they're fucking you over, or you're both fucking each other over, or you're both growing to try to outgrow each other, and maybe you're erasing each other. But she will lose her looks, and your value will go up. And do you understand what happens then? You either become a beta male and stay with her, or you keep living. And she's either living up her hot 20s right now, while you're trying to build your business, or she would be going against her own nature. And that, my friends, is why this tangled web of life that you are in, there is no escape. And that's why, my friends, you just need to accept it. That's number one. Work with life and just live it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't judge anybody for anything. Why would you judge anybody for anything? Like look at it like this. Somebody that's a crackhead, wasting their life doing drugs. dude, they're getting pleasure from that high. So who are you to say that they should be living their life any other way? What, working a 9 to 5? What, building a business that'll disappear one day anyways? Like, giving some good to the world. For what? So that the whole cycle can repeat again? Like, come to the conclusion that nothing matters. Pick a worthy goal that actually, you know, excites you and go towards that shit. Alright? Done.